Hi, welcome to Oma's Kitchen.
Oregano.
I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and even though I don't live there now, I like to make a little taste of home. Because I live out west, the closest thing I can get to fresh crab meat is sometimes I can find pasteurized crab meat. When we were kids, we would just pick the crab meat out of leftover crabs and make crab cakes with it. But this is the best I can do out here in my landlocked state. I thought I would show how to make Baltimore Style Maryland crab cakes. I've got my Old Bay seasoning here, and I actually have it in a shaker as well. I have some dried parsley. You can use fresh parsley too. I have some country Dijon mustard, some yellow mustard, mayo, and I use Italian style breadcrumbs. Sometimes people use saltines, sometimes people use little bits of torn white bread in with their crab cakes, and you can also use the breadcrumbs, which is what I use. You can even use plain breadcrumbs. It doesn't have to be the Italian style. I just like the extra herbs in it mixed in with my crab cakes. We want to open these 2 containers of crab meat and search for loose shells from the crabs before we actually put them in the bowl to mix them in. Even pasteurized, it smells good. I definitely prefer the blue crab meat from leftover crabs because it has the spiciness of being steamed with Old Bay seasoning mixed in with the crab meat, but this will do in a pinch. So we're going to pull this out into our bowl, and we're just going to look through to see if we see any big pieces of crab shells mixed in. And you definitely want to remove those, and you don't want to mix this up too much. You lose the lumps. We want those in our crab cakes. So we just look through. And pull out any loose shells in there. I think we're good on that one. Oh, there's one. There we go. All right. 2 of these 8-ounce containers makes a pound of crab meat. That's what we want. We're going to end up making 6 or 7 good-sized crab cakes for sliders with it. There you have it. Lump crab meat. I'm going to set that aside. So I have 1 egg that I've opened. I'm going to put that into this bowl. This is where we're going to put everything that binds the crab cake together. And then the crab meat goes in last. 1/4 cup of mayo. That's about right. So do that. Quarter cup of mayo mixed with egg. 2 teaspoons of dried parsley. That's about 1. That's about 2. Mix that in together. Egg mixed in there a little better. So that's just an egg, mayo, and parsley so far. Need a teaspoon of country Dijon. You can use regular Dijon if you want, or all yellow mustard. And we're going to use a teaspoon of yellow mustard as well. There we go. We're going to mix in the Dijon and yellow mustard with our bindings. Nice. Okay, mixed in together. And then I have here a lemon, and I'm going to use half of the lemon for juice. I find it's easier to squeeze a lemon if you get rid of the seeds first. So I'm going to cut it into quarters. I'm going to cut this little edge off the corner. It's easier to get the seeds out. Cut this little edge off. Usually I can get the seeds right out. Okay, I think we've gotten most of the seeds out. So we do the juice from half a lemon. Beautiful. There might still be a seed in this one. Or maybe. Okay. We'll set this aside. We will mix this together. Okay, so most Maryland crab cake recipes call for a teaspoon of Old Bay mixed in. Not only do I like extra Old Bay mixed in, I like extra Old Bay on top too. I'm from Baltimore. We do that. Instead of using my shake-on one, I'll use that on top. I'm going to use my measurement side. Here we go. Okay. And I'm going to use almost a tablespoon. A tablespoon is 3 teaspoons going into my crab cakes. That is your personal preference. It makes it spicy, so it'll depend on what you want in your crab cakes. So let's mix that in together. Oh yes. Let me get off. Oh, it smells so good. Between the Old Bay seasoning and the fresh lemon juice and the parsley and mustard and mayo, it smells wonderful. Okay. So that's the liquid part of our crab cake mix. I think we have everything. Oh, I need salt. So I think it benefits from a little extra salt in there. Okay. We've mixed all that together. Now we need 2/3 of a cup of breadcrumbs. That's 1. 2. And we're going to put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes once it's mixed together to let the breadcrumbs soak up some of the liquid. So we're going to stir this in a little bit, and in goes our crab meat. Once we put the crab meat in here, we only want to gently fold it in because we want to keep some of these bigger lumps of crab meat. Okay. Mix it together. See, I'm really just folding. Breadcrumbs will soften, and then we can form fat little crab cakes out of it. Okay. You see we still have lumps in there. I'm just making sure there's no huge lumps of breadcrumbs. There's one. Okay, so that's our crab cake mixture. We're going to spend a little refrigerator time, and then we'll come back after 30 minutes and finish making these. We're going to finish up our crab cakes and put them in the oven. I have my oven set to 450 degrees. This is a non-stick aluminum foil. You don't have to have a non-stick aluminum foil. It's just one of the ones that I use. I'm going to use the back of a spoon. I'm going to take some margarine and I'm just going to smear it in the area where I'm going to put my crab cakes. Okay? Just sort of like oven frying. Here I have a couple tablespoons of butter. This is for the top, and I'm just going to drizzle it on them once they're on the tray. So I'm going to melt this in the microwave for 10-15 seconds. Margarine on the bottom, butter on top. You could use butter on the bottom. The only reason I don't is because it's harder to spread butter than it is margarine. So this is the crab cake mixture we put in the fridge, covered for 30 minutes. And there it is. We're going to use a 1/3 cup measuring cup to make rounded crab cakes. 1/3 cup into my hand. There we go. Into my clean hand. Nice fat little round crab cake. This will make 6 or 8. It depends on how big you want to make them. So that's a crab cake. Just set it there. We don't make this very often anymore, but when we do, it's kind of a special treat. Visiting home. So we've got our melted butter here, and we're just going to drizzle it over the top. Something for the crab cakes to use to have a nice caramelized brown color. You looking forward to this?
Yes.
All right, well these won't take long. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay seasoning on top, and they will go in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes at 450 degrees. Here they are. Still sizzling a little. Can you smell them?
Yeah.
I'm going to use these. You can just eat these on your plate with a little bit of salad and some fries or something on the side. I'm going to use these to make sliders. I like the spiciness with the sweet King's Hawaiian rolls for sliders. And I'll just put a little mayo, mustard, and lettuce on the rolls, and then a crab cake. And those will come out great. We'll have them with sliced tomatoes on the side tonight and some grapes. Thank you for joining me in Oma's Kitchen. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll upload more tasty videos soon, and a special shout out to Moon Pie and Lil Bit. Till next time.